Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Star Trek Online. Okay, so first off, I want to play with the graphics settings. Everything's moving fine at the moment, so I want to kind of max everything out. Everything on high. Now, I don't know how to leave it like this. I guess we'll see how well it works, but yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start recording for a second. Sorry about that, I just had to type my password in and do the one-time code. Okay, so before we go any so this is Star Trek Online. I'm going to be doing an original series playthrough of Star Trek Online first. I'm definitely going to do probably at least Romulus and Klingon in this. I don't know how much. I assume these two are like totally different, but I don't really know. But I'll probably end up doing all 4 campaigns at some point, and of course a campaign of. Just get my headphones out from under my chair. And probably any campaigns to bring out in the future. I'm probably not going to do all of these at once, because that will make for a very, very, very long series. So I will interdisperse these with some other bits of stuff. That being said, I'm calling this episode 0. So basically in this episode, we're just going to go through character creation and stuff like that. That's not going to actually touch any gameplay yet. So I'm probably going to be releasing this in part 1 at the same time. So if you're not interested in, because I take the storylines of these things very seriously, so if you're not interested in that kind of intricate storyline and looking through all the features and appearance stuff, then go watch part 1. So we're going to be in Starfleet now. I'm stuck already. What species do I want to be? So we're going to look at each of these individually for each thing, but for Starfleet has the most species, I think, and Klingon has quite a few. Then Romulans, you're really limited, and 23rd century Starfleet, you're also quite limited. I don't like playing as a human, personally, because I'm a human. I know what a human looks like. I mean, why would I want to be a human when I could be one of these species? So see, I don't really like Tellurite, so it's between the Andorian and the Vulcan. I'm going to go for the Andorian because my other main non-recording account is a Vulcan, so I'm going to go for an Andorian. So I'm going to read out this one, but I'll put this up for the other ones if you want to pause and read those. So blue-skinned with white or silver hair, Andorians and natives of Andoria, a frozen moon of a gas giant called Andor. Their antennae aid in balance, and the movement of their antennae may express emotion. Andorians are a militaristic species that settles disputes through ritual combat. Pardon me. They tend to be passionate and emotional, but not overly concerned with sympathy. I've got some traits, so a bit more on accuracy, quite aggressive. Looks like a species-specific trait, so we'll get the things. We'll come to what these things mean probably later on in the series, but that is a nice list of traits there. Okay, and now, as we're not going to be all of these other species, I thought you guys might be interested in them, so if you just want to pause and read, I'll just scroll through this very slowly. So that's the human. This one is the Tellarite. I like the way this one says they're one of the founding races of the United Federation of Planets. All of these species are. They're going as the Vulcans. So yeah, again, pause and read if you want to read all of that. But we're not going to be any of those species, we're going to be an Andorian. Okay, now, I'm not going to get, because I want to be a... So, I want classes to be more specific on what we might be doing. So for Starfleet, I kind of want to be, for Starfleet if we're going to be an engineer, because Starfleet engineers are famous. For Klingons, obviously we're going to be going as tactical for that, keeping with the stereotypes, which leaves science for Romulan. So that kind of leaves me open to make up my mind for these ones. So this confuses me. This is one of the things I don't like about this new thing. Tactical's a culture. In the original series, tactical... I suppose it's tactical, not security. Because security are red shirts. They're the red shirts that quite often die. But I suppose tactical, I suppose technically Chekhov or Sulu, depending on the episode, were tactical officers and fired the phases, and I suppose when we see officers in the phase room they were in a gold shirt. And I suppose that does make sense. So I'm going to go with tactical for a couple of reasons. One, because we're an Andorian, which means we get quite a few cool knockback things, like you saw, quite a few tactically based traits, I guess I'd say. So it makes sense if we have those to focus more on being a tactical officer. So let's just read this. Okay, so we get class powers. So that's a variety of things we can do. I thought it used to give a description, but it doesn't. So I'm going to go to the next stage. Now this is my favourite bit. I could spend hours on this. So there's a lot of things you could do. So the very basic level, you can do this depending on the species, because if you choose an alien, which you can do, then you can actually create a whole species and their clothing, kind of, which is cool. So it depends on the species you pick and the era you pick and the species, and kind of the faction you pick on what you can wear, and you can pick up other things you can wear throughout the series. And then you've got different faces and so forth, but that's a relatively new thing. I don't really like it. We can set the stance. I quite like that. We're going to go brawler, so we're going for a tactical officer, and we can change his height. We're going to give him between 5'9" and 6'6". I kind of like 6'1". I think it's a good place, but yeah, I much prefer going to the advanced. I actually kind of like that head shape that we had, so I'm going to stick with that. That's all good. Okay. I kind of like the baby face look on this, I don't know why. That looks a lot more adult. Oh, I like 2, we'll go with 2. I'll go for the rest of them now, I like 2. That makes it look a lot older. It's between 5'2" and 6 for me, because 6 is quite nice. So maybe a bit... I'm going to go with 2. Then we can give a tattoo or a scar. I don't know where these come up, but we're not going to bother. I think the comb down looks good on him. The dreadlocks do not look good. Oh dear. Maybe angled? No. Yeah, I think we're going to go for a comb down angled. Eyebrow? He has no eyebrows! That's going to change. Let's make him look eternally shocked. No. No. I think the medium works the best, if I'm honest. I'm not a big fan of those, actually. Let's just head him on his side for this. Yeah, I like 2 the best, definitely, on that one. And then this is kind of the head shape. I'm happy with the head shape. So we're going to go onto his uniform. That's not his uniform, that's his body. So we can kind of change these things up. He's got quite long legs. Let's maybe make the legs a little bit shorter. There we go, that looks better. Wow, how long have I just been hitting that go down button where it's been at minimum? But yeah, that looks good to me. To make him really fat. Ribs. Yeah, I'm happy with that, really. I'm trying to see if I can make him like any more muscular, but that's already quite high. It does look quite muscular as it is. So we can go tight or loose. Now we can alter that here. So let's go tight. I do prefer, yeah. No, I definitely prefer it with longer arms. No. So just gonna go the standard Starfleet uniform. The right colours. Okay, this bit. This is where I'm gonna get my first ship name from. I'm gonna have a scroll through these, see which I like. Oh, that's nice. I have a scroll through these, see which I think I like the best, and then that's gonna be the name of our first ship. Looks awkward. I quite like that one. Turtle. No. Definitely not going Enterprise. The fight ones are quite cool. Not so good today, Dallas. Now, I like the Pioneer one, but I'm pretty sure I went with that. On my other character, so I'm not going to go with that. It's the Eternal ones, I quite like. I do quite like those. I do quite like that, so we're going to go with that. So our first ship's going to be called the Eternal. One thing that I'm going to reveal to you right now is I'm going to buy a ship, especially just for this character, just this once. I'm going to buy a ship. Right, with real money. We also want his rank on there. So we're only going to have the Eternal during our first tutorial mission, which will be part 1. Okay, so yeah, now we can choose what trousers he wants. Those look fine. Boots we can't change. So this is our guy. Let's just get a closer in of his eyes. So I like that colour. I'll make that a bit more white. Oh no. That's fine by me. Now we're on the last tab. So, the captain name. I want something that sounds suitably Andorian. In fact, I'll be right back. Okay, I usually come up with a biography, but I'm kind of drawing a bit of a blank at the moment because I've never used this character for anything before. So we'll probably write that as we go along a little bit. So I just randomed this a bit. So I came up with Dylan, which I quite like. And then Thierry Fidilin. That is his name, Thierry Fidilin. So, thank you very much for joining me for this episode, part 0 of Star Trek Online, the original series. We will be back. I shouldn't really be calling it the original series. I should be calling it Agents of Yesterday. But we'll be back and we'll be taking part in the tutorial. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again next time.